Hey there, everyone. You're watching Frame 316 Media powered by Next Story Studios, and this is Robert. And today, I'm gonna talk about why you don't need better tools as you enter on your YouTube journey. So stay tuned. Okay, let me tell you a secret. There's a belief that a lot of business founders keep to their hearts, they keep to their mindset. They keep telling themselves they need the following before creating content. They need a good camera, they need a better microphone, they need a better setup, they need a bigger brand. So they wait. They wait until things become more stable, more official, more functional, but they end up, wasting a lot of time waiting. Why? Because they have this wrong idea that their success on YouTube would depend on having the better tools, having expensive gears. But I'm here to share with you guys that this is actually far from the truth. What you actually need is clarity. So for those people who are just starting YouTube, they have this idea that they feel awkward doing their first video using a smartphone because they think that the viewers would grade, or would judge them by the quality of the camera. That the viewers would not watch their video because they don't have expensive light setup, or their background is so simple. It's just their office wall, which is white, like my wall right now. But actually, your audience does not have a checklist when they go on YouTube. They're listening for relevance, and they have one question in mind. Do you understand my problem? Most founders don't wait starting their first video on YouTube because they're afraid to create. They wait because they care. They don't want to show up sloppy or careless. They don't want to look unprepared, and they don't want to do it wrong. So they convince themselves that what they're doing is a strategy. But here's the thing. Waiting feels safe, but it quietly drains your momentum. So what happens when you keep waiting for better tools? Your idea gets stuck in your head. Your audience won't get to see your answers. You go in circle. You spend a lot of time focusing on what camera to buy with the limited amount of money that you have. When in fact, the resources that you have right now is already enough for you to start recording your first YouTube video. You have a smartphone, right? Smartphone, hold it, or buy a tripod for less than $20 on Amazon, put it on your table, start talking, start answering questions, and that's it. You have your first YouTube video. I want to repeat, your audience is not actually grading your camera. This is what they have in their mind as they watch your video. They're listening for clarity, relevance, understanding. They want to know, do you really get what I'm thinking? Have you been where I've been from? Does your answer reflect your understanding of my problem? That's what's going on in the minds of people watching YouTube videos, no podcasts. It's not like they are just there to, oh, I hate your video. It's blurred. You're not using a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema. Why would I watch your video? It doesn't work like that. It always starts with a need. When people go on YouTube or Google, type a search query, it's always a question. It's always a question. So you need to have the answers to those questions for you to have that long-term sustained career or strategy on YouTube. Remember, the most compelling content does not come from a person or a company or a business that has the most expensive equipment. It comes from someone who knows what they're doing, someone who understands the problem clearly, and someone who is willing to share the solution to those problems. That is the real source of compelling content. So if you see yourself in that shoes and you have this desire to help people and to talk about values, tips, techniques that they can learn from you, then you are about to create the most compelling content for the right set of people looking for these answers. And then it just so happens that you show up, you have the answers, and you're just authentically sharing the answers to this audience. When it comes to YouTube, high quality doesn't mean sharp video. High quality means clear messaging. No hidden agenda, no added, no flowery words. Just straight to the point. Just answer the question. How do I, let's, for example, people would go on YouTube and they say, how do I install this app on my iPad? You won't believe me, but there are billions of users on the internet right now, especially the senior people who are not familiar on installing a simple app. And if that's your goal, let's say that's your niche, that's the brand that you are trying to project on YouTube. You want to help seniors with tech thing. That's a good idea. Then start creating very simple videos, just so senior people how to install an app. And then at the end of the day, they would watch you, they're happy, they would remember you, and they would keep watching you. So next time, instead of asking, do I have the right tools, start asking these questions. Do I know the problem I'm trying to solve? Do I know why it matters to the people I serve? Can I explain it in plain language? If the answer is yes, then you are ready. The tools can wait. Show up and start talking and start recording the answers to these questions. Every brand on YouTube that you are admiring, they started. And when they started, it's not polished. It's not high-end quality videos. They started with clarity. They started with conviction. They started with a willingness to be seen. They started to just show up and be in front of people asking questions, and then they just have the answers. Progress creates confidence, not the other way around. If you've been waiting for tools, this is the perfect moment to stop waiting and start talking. I know you still have that doubt if can I really make it on YouTube? Take away that motivation that you want to make it on YouTube. Yes, YouTube monetization promises a lot of, like big numbers if you get a lot of AdSense money coming in from your YouTube. But you're an entrepreneur. First and foremost, you exist to be useful. You exist because you want to help. Why not be that person on YouTube? Starting today, with your smartphone, with whatever you have at your house, even your laptop. If I don't know if there's an entrepreneur who doesn't have a laptop, you probably have a laptop. Go to Zoom, go to Google Meet, record yourself. You don't even need editing. Then once it's done, you can upload it directly on YouTube. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for clarity. That's everything that I want to share with you on this video. And thank you for watching. I hope this video has been a source of knowledge for you. And if it did, please help the channel by subscribing, sharing this to your friends who you think would benefit from this video. And I really appreciate the time that you guys are spending watching all these videos that I'm doing. And thank you. I hope to see you on my next videos.